Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Bio Factory for NEET. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notification. In this video, I am going to explain one of the topic in respiration in plants. It is respiration is amphibolic pathway. Respiration is a process. In this, it helps to release energy from various respiratory substances. During this respiration, glucose is the main respiratory substance and it is the favored substance for respiration. In this, glucose it convert into pyruvate in glycolysis. If oxygen is not available, it enters into incomplete oxidation to form either ethanol or lactic acid in fermentation of anaerobic respiration. If oxygen is available, it enters into complete oxidation to release more amount of energy. During this process, first all carbohydrates are usually converted into glucose only before they entered into respiration. Usually, carbohydrates are oxidized to release energy. But not only carbohydrate, even sometimes proteins and fats also, along with various organic acid also used in respiration as a respiratory substance in some plants under certain conditions. But all these respiratory substances not directly enters into first step of aerobic respiration, but these respiratory substances like either protein or fats they enters into aerobic respiration in next steps during the aerobic respiratory process. If glucose acts as a respiratory substance, at this time the in respiration carbohydrates are converted into glucose and this glucose it enters into glycolysis. At this time the glucose it undergoes many changes and breaks into pyruvic acid molecule, and this pyruvic acid immediately it will convert into acetyl coenzyme A molecule. Then this acetyl coenzyme A it enters into Krebs cycle for complete oxidation. So it is the mechanism of aerobic respiration if glucose acts as a respiratory substance. Sometimes fats also acts as a respiratory substance. At this time, the fats before enter into aerobic respiration, it will break down into glycerol and fatty acid first. And these glycerols, it enters into aerobic respiration when it converted into phosphoglyceric or phosphoglyceraldehyde, then only it enters into aerobic respiration. In this way, first glycerols are converted into phosphoglyceraldehyde and then only it enters into aerobic respiration as a respiratory substance. Along with that, the fatty acids which are produced from fats, these fatty acids are also enters into aerobic respiration when it is degraded into acetyl coenzyme only. After convert into acetyl coenzyme, then it enters into aerobic respiration for complete oxidation. In this way, fats also acts as a respiratory substance and enters into aerobic respiration for complete oxidation. Not only fats, along with fats, proteins also sometimes acts as a respiratory substance. At this time, first the proteins are degraded into amino acids with the help of protease enzyme, and these individual amino acids depending upon their structure further it enters into aerobic respiration at some stages of Krebs cycle. And during this process the amino acids first it will be converted into pyruvic acid with a deamination process. So whenever it converts into pyruvic acid or pyruvate, after deamination only it enters into aerobic respiration for complete oxidation. So in this way, not only carbohydrates, fats and proteins also can enter into aerobic respiration as a respiratory substance. But in all these respiratory substances, the fats, carbohydrates and proteins are break down to release energy. So breakdown process within a living organism, generally it is considered as catabolism, and respiratory pathway is the best example for catabolism. In the respiratory pathway, different substances enters into respiratory pathway to release high amount of energy. The respiratory pathway generally involved in both anabolism and catabolism. Whenever all these respiratory substances are break down to participate in complete oxidation, it is considered as catabolism. But not only catabolism, in this respiratory pathway, anabolism also take place, and so that the respiratory pathway, due to having of both catabolism and anabolism, it is considered as amphibolic pathway. Amphibolic pathway means in this both catabolism and anabolism is possible. In the respiratory pathway, different substances would enter if they are respired and used to drive energy. It is important to recognize that sometimes some of the compounds that will be withdraw from respiratory pathway, then it is useful for the synthesis of other substances. By taking some examples, first example, the fatty acids are break down into acetyl coenzyme A before enter into respiratory pathway generally. But sometimes when an organism it need the synthesis of fatty acids, at this time during aerobic respiratory pathway, when acetyl coenzyme A is formed, immediately this acetyl coenzyme A is withdrawn from respiratory pathway, and these withdrawn acetyl coenzyme A, it is useful for the synthesis of fatty acids in back with the anabolism process. In this condition, acetyl coenzyme A, it acts as a raw material for the synthesis of fatty acid. It is the first example for anabolism in respiration. One more example in this, the proteins are break down into individual amino acid before enters into respiration, and these amino acids it will converts into pyruvic acid. But sometimes when an organism need the synthesis of proteins or amino acid, at this time during aerobic respiration, after formation of pyruvic acid, this pyruvic acid is withdrawn, and this withdrawn pyruvic acid it is useful for the synthesis of either amino acid or proteins in reverse by anabolism process. In this condition, pyruvic acid it acts as a raw material for the synthesis of amino acids and proteins. So in this way, not only breakdown of respiratory substance, along with this, the respiratory pathway it involved in the synthesis of all these respiratory substance from aerobic respiration, so that we can observe both anabolism and catabolism in respiratory pathway is called amphibolic pathway. So breakdown process within living cell is called catabolism, and synthesis process is called anabolism. Because of respiratory pathway it involved in both anabolism and catabolism, it would be better to consider the respiratory pathway is an amphibolic pathway rather than as a catabolic one. So it is the process called amphibolic pathway. Thanks for watching.